A South Bank landmark will soon come tumbling down. Thank you for joining us. I'm Anthony Austin.
And I'm Heather Crawford. So the Downtown Investment Authority approved a plan to demolish the old MOSH building. Our Zach Wilcox joins us live from there now. And Zach, MOSH is getting a new home, but it's the old home that doesn't have a whole lot of time left.
Yeah, Heather, we knew when MOSH packed up in September that they were moving to go start working on building their new home on the North Bank, but we didn't know what was going to happen with the old building here on the South Bank. Now we know that it's going to be coming down, and it's got people feeling a bit nostalgic. Speaking of coming down, how about I get down and I show you here that they have all these bricks that walk up to MOSH, and they've got engraved names on them throughout the years. A lot of these bricks are starting to disappear as people are coming through, and they want to take their memories with them.
This was the first field trip that my grade took. So this, all the buses lined up, come to see MOSH, and that's a big deal when you're 6, 7 years old.
John Hughes pointed out that while the MOSH building never changed sizes in its 6 decades or so on the South Bank, it seemed a whole lot bigger when he was in the first grade.
On the side of the wall, there was an ear that had a big enough opening for the small kids to climb in, and it had, described inside the ear, it had plaques on the wall.
Hughes went from making memories like that at MOSH that stayed with him through the years to his own kids making memories here. There won't be any more memories made inside as MOSH or anything else after the Downtown Investment Authority determined the building is beyond saving.
8 individual sections of the roof had words like poor condition, poor condition, poor condition. Since this is a redevelopment parcel, it doesn't really seem like a great idea to put a Band-Aid on a building just like you wouldn't feed a dying animal.
The board unanimously agreed to put about $900,000 to the demolition, with the goal of having the property ready to put on the market by the end of the year.
We feel that the best interim use is going to be for replacement parking while we do some other work around there.
A DIA report says the city of Jacksonville considers, quote, an upper scale hotel as a strong candidate to eventually fill the space.
Whatever we can do, staff wise to really push that parcel, I think it would be a quick winner.
Hughes says he looks forward to the day he can bring his grandkids to the new MOSH.
It'll be sad not to have the museum for a couple of years, but I'm sure the new one's probably going to be pretty nice.
And speaking of the new MOSH, the DIA did have an update that they're nearly done fundraising, the city is, for the new MOSH, and that they should be breaking ground by September 1st. That's the deadline to start construction to open it by 2028. And as for this old building, well, now they just need that demolition permit to get on in here and start knocking it down. On the South Bank, Zach Wilcox, First Coast News, on your side.